1, 2, 3, test, test, test. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Like that one that was the crime cave behind them, just a show. Yeah. Let's get a little. Hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry. Hi, Lori. It's expensive. So yeah. My dog's French.
There's and the order here. Okay, so I'll give me Brenda Wasilewski.
Okay.
Yes, correctly.
Yeah, 1 second. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, mic check, 1, 2, 3. Welcome.
It's about 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. He's saying about 2 minutes. There you go. Yeah, no. Oh, really?
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming out to the briefing for the mile marker 117 fire for the morning of April 20th, 2018. The acreage of the mile marker 117 fire is at 42,795 acres and is 100% contained. Wildland hand crews working with firefighters, engines, and heavy equipment completed the containment line around the fire's perimeter by the end of yesterday's operational period. Firefighters monitored and extinguished hot spots around the fire overnight, and those efforts will continue through the day. This morning we have 6 speakers for you. First up will be Incident Commander Mark Hatcher. Second is Larry Borland with the El Paso County Sheriff's Office. Third is Brenda Wasilewski with the Colorado Division of Fire Prevention and Control. Latinos Gonzales, El Paso County Commissioner. Matt Steiner with El Paso County. And Bill Fortune with the American Red Cross. Mark Hatcher.
Good morning, Mark Hatcher, Incident Commander for Rocky Mountain Incident Management Team Black. I'm happy, as you just heard, to announce that at the end of shift yesterday we had 100% containment reported on this fire. Yesterday, personnel spent most of the day completing that containment and strengthening lines around the fire. Yesterday and last night, crews that were out on the fire continued to find hot spots near structures and mop that up to further try and secure any issues in the fire. We'd like to thank members of the community locally and throughout the area that through the duration of this incident, the help that they offered to both responders and especially to those affected by this incident. We appreciate that. Also want to thank all of the responders that were involved with this fire, that welcomed and partnered with Team Black to successfully manage this incident. Also announced that as of tomorrow at 0600, Team Black will be relinquishing their delegation of authority back to the state DFPC, and we will be leaving the incident and returning to our home units. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Larry Borland. I'm the administrator for the El Paso County Sheriff's Office. As you heard, we have good news on the fire. We also want to express our gratitude to the Type 2 team and the state of Colorado for their assistance over these last few days. We also want to express gratitude to the citizens who live in the affected area for their cooperation and their support during this time. We anticipate that we will transition this fire from the state back to locals, the local fire department and sheriff's office tomorrow, and we will continue on mop-up operations. Sheriff's office will support the local fire district on those operations.
Hello, my name is Brenda Wasilewski with the Colorado Division of Fire Prevention and Control. I'm one of the local fire management officers. The state of Colorado accepted this fire from El Paso County and Pueblo County on the 18th. The purpose of the Colorado Division of Fire is to accept fires that are beyond the capability of local fire jurisdictions and to help them out and support them as much as possible. We will participate in part of the transition process back to the locals when the fire is within their capacity.
Good morning, Latinos Gonzales, County Commissioner. El Paso County and this community is grateful to the firefighters, the state and regional partners, and the volunteers that have continued to fight this fire. And as we enter into the recovery period, we're very thankful for their efforts. El Paso County continues to work to ensure that resources are made available to the firefighters and to our residents as we move into a recovery period. This is a resilient, strong community that's here for each other, and we will work to ensure that we continue to recover and that we're there for each other. As part of that, we're already seeing great examples of this, and I did want to highlight on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We have a pair of Pikes Peak region nonprofits who will be providing assistance for people affected by the 117 fire at Hanover High School. So Saturday from 9 to 11 a.m. at Hanover High School. Care and Share Food Bank of Southern Colorado will have food products for those affected by the fire. And also Discover Goodwill will also be there providing vouchers and gift cards to Goodwill stores. Hanover High School is located at 17050 South Peyton Highway. Again, that's Hanover High School at 17050 South Peyton Highway. Also, as part of the county, I and our county assessor will be getting together to hold a town hall meeting in the near future so that residents can come and continue to ask questions and they can have those questions answered. We do at the county ask that residents who are seeking resources or additional information go to the county website at elpasoco.com for the information to those resources and links. Again, that's elpasoco.com for those residents that need information on resources available or additional information. One of the links we are also providing is a VOAD, which is the voluntary organizations active in disasters. It's a link of good information for those people that may need some other resources. So again, we are here for you, and this is a strong community that will recover, and we're going to work hard to ensure that all our residents are taken care of. With that, I'll hand over to our Matt Steiner from our Public Information Officer for the county.
Thank you, Commissioner Gonzales. Like you said, I'm Matt Steiner. I'm the Deputy Public Information Officer for El Paso County. I've got some information that we hope can help those who are returning to their homes over the next couple days. First of all, I want to direct everybody who is affected by the fire to the El Paso County Public Health website, which is www.elpasocountyhealth.org. On there, there's a lot of good re-entry and debris cleanup information. We want to remind people to be sure that remind people who are going in to clean up their homes to be sure that they've had a tetanus shot within the last 5 years, and that there are some steps that they need to take as they clean up their homes, and to be safe, and to make sure that they take the right steps. We advise them to keep kids away from the debris just to remain safe, and while they're doing that cleanup, to wear gloves and masks if they need to, wear long pants while they're doing all that cleanup, and boots just to make sure that they're safe. If they've had any food in their refrigerator, there were some power outages, so we recommend that they dispose of all perishable food that was in their refrigerators, or anything perishable or non-perishable that was exposed to any chemicals or dangerous debris or anything like that. There is a phone number for any Mexican nationals living in the area who are affected by the fires. They can contact the Mexican consulate in Denver at 303-667-8657 if they need further assistance. Our damage assessment team completed their work on Wednesday, and today the El Paso County Assessor and his office will be going through the area now that there's 100% containment, and doing their assessment on that. I just want to, Commissioner Gonzales did mention the Care and Share and Goodwill in their event. I do want to also mention that Goodwill is currently taking donations. They're the only organization that the county is coordinating with at this point who are taking donations, but I also want to warn people that there are also a lot of people out there, or a lot of scammers out there, trying to take advantage of those who are giving donations and who are in need of donations. So be careful of that. Last thing I want to mention is just those who are affected by the fires, those who may have lost property, to be sure to contact your insurance agents as soon as possible to get the ball rolling on your personal needs. And also, there is a number that they can call if they need any further information. It is 575-8888. That's 719-575-8888. And we just want to let everybody know that our thoughts and prayers are going out to those who lost property, who may have lost their homes or were displaced over the last few days. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Bill Fortune. I'm with the American Red Cross. The fire is 100% contained, but the suffering continues. Those that have lost their homes are still trying to deal with that problem, and let them know that the Red Cross is here to help out. We have opened up about 8 cases, and that's basically connecting directly with the 8 families that have been affected. There are still others out there, and we are urging them to come to us, to call 719-785-2768 to hook up with a caseworker who can then help them, guide them through the recovery process. The Red Cross will be at the high school tomorrow, along with the other nonprofits. We'll be providing some cleanup equipment, some protective gear, things that they might need to get back on their feet or get things started in terms of recovery. we're also supporting the other fires that have occurred in the area, the one in Pueblo and the one down in Baca County, down in the southeast. And we're opening cases for those, so anybody listening from those fires need to get help from the American Red Cross and get started on the recovery. And then the last item I want to make sure people are aware of, we've got some rain forecasted for today, tonight, and tomorrow. If the rain is heavy, if we have thunderstorms, and we can push a lot of water into the area when you've had a fire, the potential for flash flooding is higher, and we want to make sure people are aware of that. If they're out at their property and the rain starts or the rain continues, they need to protect themselves and be watchful, be mindful that the potential is there for flash flooding, such as Squirrel Creek and other small, normally dry arroyos can quickly fill up with water and debris. The material out there is toxic, and we want them to be very careful. We also recommend that they look at downloading our emergency app. It's called Emergency. It connects directly with the National Weather Service and with other emergency agencies to provide warnings and alerts, but it can also help you with recovery. There's a segment within the app that can guide you through protective ideas to help you recover and to get things back in order and help you get in contact with others as well as the American Red Cross. Thank you very much.
Thank you to all the speakers. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Just direct your question to the speaker of whom you have the question and follow that up with a question, please.
Do we have any numbers on livestock
We don't have any official final numbers on that yet.
Was it 6 or 7 homes that were vacant?
I believe that number was 7 yesterday, 23 total. We believe there were 17 residences that were part of that building, those buildings.
And then are you guys concerned on the lightning strikes out there with the storm that's coming?
Well, I don't know if I think that's a probably better question here.
One thing that we've done is we've made sure that resources have been available to still assist the locals. We just had 2 starts, actually prior to this press conference, that we made available to assist Ellicott Fire Protection District and some of the other fire protection districts with initial attacks, since we have so much capacity here and since the fire has been winding down.
And staying on that weather too, obviously lightning strikes worried a little bit too if there is a lot of precipitation with flooding, but if there isn't any flooding, how is this going to help with the kind of fire season?
If there's any what we call Duffers, if there's any light and flashy fuels that may still have some heat kind of buried in the dirt and the thatch, getting some moisture on it will increase the local relative humidity, which will cause them to be smothered out. So that will eventually benefit. We're hoping we get a significant amount of precipitation, so that will actually help with the green up process for those landowners. But until we find out how much precipitation actually comes down, we won't know what effect that will have.
So this will be our last press conference. Further information regarding the mile marker 117 fire and the recovery efforts will be coming out through the El Paso County Sheriff's Office social media feeds, as well as El Paso County OEM and those offices. We do ask that for folks who are here around camp, both for you guys and anybody coming in, that you respect this road, give firefighters their space, and stay on this side of the road so those firefighters can demobilize and get on to their next assignments or get home. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We appreciate you being here.